For lesson 2, we are actually going to be creating web pages this week. Yay! So we're going to go through basic HTML5, and there are some pages in your book. You'll notice it's not all of chapter 2. It's select pages that you're going to read. And the book is basically designed to be a reference book. So it's giving you general information, and the lecture demo gives you more specific information. So after you read that book, you need to go into the lecture demo. And for the lecture demo, oops, let me get rid of some of these. For the lecture demo, let me zoom in here. At the top here, these are the different elements that we are going to be talking about. Okay, elements are also called tags, and these are attributes. Okay, so this covers a lot. Okay, and so you're going to start with this HTML overview. Then we get into creating a web page. This is like a skeleton of a page. In fact, you can copy this and paste it right into VS Code, and that could be your starting point. And so this kind of breaks it down, and it tells you what each of these pieces or elements do. Okay, and then we get into attributes. ID and class are the two primary attributes, and it is kind of important that you know the difference. A lot of students get confused about the two of them. Basically, ID is a unique identifier. So if you put ID inside the angle brackets here, okay, whatever ID you assign, you say ID equals, and then you've got some text, that should only be in that one element. Class you can use in multiple elements, okay? So class can be used in more than one, ID is only used in one. And that's basically the difference. We go through all of these elements and when they are used. This is important. It will be on the MTA exam. Okay, so this is not the most exciting lecture because we talk about structure, but it is important that you understand what all of this does. Okay, so we go through and I do give you some live examples that you can actually, these take you to real websites. So, you know, I'm gonna center click here and you can see it actually took me somewhere, okay? So this code translated to this. So when possible, I always give you guys interactive examples. Okay, so we've got a header section here, and then it's showing you how the nav section looks, okay, and so on. This is talking about an email link, and that is actually a live email link. Okay, so we kind of go through here, lots of examples, most of them interactive, trying to illustrate what all of these different elements do. I also included where it says test it out. This is a link to a site you can go to, and you can actually play with the headings. So you can see heading 1 through 6 is here. So if you change the first one to heading 6 and you run it, you can watch that first heading change. Okay, and I do encourage you to go in and play with this because that's how you learn. You're not going to learn by reading, you're going to learn by doing. Okay, so all of these interactive links are things that you are definitely going to want to click on. So the book is a broad overview. The lecture demo is where we get into like the nitty-gritty of how to do everything. Then we have a textbook assignment. And the textbook assignment is more directive. There are specific pages that you're going to create. And as far as your folders and the way that you name your files, I am very specific on that. And the reason is that when we get into creating links, which will connect your pages, how you name things matters. So you'll notice that you need a CIT180 folder, and you're going to create a folder called Lesson 2. Okay, and the way I created it is a capital L, and then there's no space between the N and the 2. Pay attention to that, because it will make a difference when we get to the point where we're going to create links. Okay, so I have a video that shows you how to create the folders. And then we get down here, we're going to do a new page. There are videos that show you how to create the page. Okay, so for every task in the textbook assignment, there is a video that shows you how. And the textbook assignment is directive, okay? It's telling you how to create very specific things. And it's designed for you to learn. The lab assignment is not typically directive. The first one is a little more directive because you're going to be creating an assignment page. And this is the page that you are going to be putting all of your assignments in, so that eventually I will be able to go to that page and select the links and correct all of your work. And I do have a little example here I'm going to show you. So this is in my document folder. You'll notice I have a CIT180 folder. And I got all these little lesson folders. And I've got my assignment page. Okay, so these are links to the assignments. So to start with, you're just going to be putting text in there. When we cover how to do links, you're going to convert the text into a link. But the idea here is that I will be able to click on these, and I'll be able to see all of your work. So that is what you are creating the first week, okay, is that assignment page. Once you've created the assignment page, then you're going to be ready to transfer the page to the web. So here are instructions on how to do that. And in the textbook assignment, at the bottom, there are very specific instructions on how to FTP. So make sure you do the textbook assignment first, okay, because it talks about, there's a video, and it also talks about what you need to fill in. Okay, the fact that you're going to see this little weird unknown certificate that you have to click OK. Okay, and then how you get information from your computer on the left to the internet on the right. And as far as your connection information, I will be emailing that to you. So check your NMC email for that. So after you complete the lab assignment, okay, and the textbook assignment, you do need to go into the Dropbox. And then what I want you to do is add a submission. And all you have to do here is key in the word done and submit it. Because that way I know that you completed it. And I want you to do it for both the lab assignment and the textbook assignment. Okay, so once you finish that textbook assignment, you're going to come into the Dropbox, submit done, do the same thing for lab. The last thing that you're going to do is the discussion forum. So the discussion forum basically has you looking for award-winning HTML5 sites. Because you guys are going to be creating your own site, it is kind of helpful for you to see what good sites look like. So you can actually highlight this text, Control and the letter C as in cat, we'll copy it, then go into a new tab, and as long as you're in the address bar, you can press Control and the letter V as in vase or Victor, and that will paste. And then you just press Enter, and you should have links to pages that give you access to award-winning sites. And then it's just a matter of finding one that you like. Ooh, that one's kind of pretty, so let me look at this one. A dark rum. Okay, well, I'm not really into drinking here. Let's find a different one. All right, I'm going to pause while I try to find a site that I like. Or maybe I'll just go to my own page, promoting myself. Here, I'm going to pause. All right, so I found one that I could live with. It's actually a museum. If I scroll down, it's got like the parallax effect, which I like, and you guys are going to be learning. It's got a little icon bar that you guys are also going to be learning how to use. It's got a little menu that opens and closes. So it's got some kind of neat features, and I do like the animation that it has. So after looking through this site, I would actually look a little longer. What you're going to do is click on the address, press Control and the letter C, as in cat, and that will copy. And you're going to come back here, and you're going to add a new discussion topic. And so this is the Sovereign Hill. Oh, I had to pick one that was hard to spell. Museum. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is paste. So I'm going to press Control and the letter V, and that's going to paste that web address. Okay, and then explain what I liked about this site, and if there was something I didn't like. Okay, and then post. So I'm going to pause while I write that in, and I'm going to go ahead and post. All right, so I wrote up my little paragraph. Actually, I really like that site, and there was nothing I didn't like about it. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to post. And then I'd have to wait for other students to post, and I need to kind of review their posts and reply to 2 of them. And since I already posted, you guys can certainly reply to mine. Okay, but that is what you needed to do for lesson 2. So the last thing in lesson 2 is that discussion posting. Okay, if you run into problems or you have questions, let me know. Typical problems in this particular assignment deal with getting used to FTPing. Okay, that's the area that people have the most anxiety about. If you need help with that, please reach out because I am available 7 days a week. Have a great week, and I will talk to you later.